So welcome back. After learning about fluid mosaic model, now let's try to draw a diagram for fluid mosaic model. According to the fluid mosaic model, the lipids are present in lipid bilayer. Okay, they are phospholipid, and the phospholipid will have a polar head. Both the layers of lipid bilayer will arrange in such a way that their polar head will face towards the water. Okay, so the upper layer of cell membrane will face the extracellular fluid and the inner layer of cell membrane will face the intracellular fluid. So suppose this is a cell, so this is the layer, lipid bilayer, and this is the intracellular fluid and this is the extracellular fluid. So upper layer will face the extracellular fluid and the inner layer will face the intracellular fluid, where heads are facing towards the water and the hydrophobic fatty acid chain will face away from the water. That means they will face each other. Clear for this thing? Then there are two types of proteins in the fluid mosaic model. One type of proteins are loosely attached with cell membrane, and these proteins are called as extrinsic proteins or peripheral protein. So we can draw the peripheral proteins like this. These are the proteins which are loosely attached to cell membrane. They are present on both the side. Okay, do remember they are present on both the side, but lecithin protein are present more on outer side and cephalin proteins are present more on inner side. So what we have said? We have said that lecithin proteins are more on outer side and cephalin proteins are more on inner side. Clear for this thing? Do remember one more MCQ. The extrinsic proteins are present in more quantity on inner side. Do remember this MCQ. Maximum extrinsic proteins are present on inner side compared to the outer side. But outer side protein, the lecithin component is more, and in inner side protein, cephalin component is more. That means if you take a ratio of lecithin and cephalin, you will have more number of cephalin compared to the lecithin molecules. Clear for this thing? These are the main MCQ. Then these are the intrinsic protein. Then we are having another type of protein in cell membrane that are called as intrinsic protein or integral protein. They are the proteins which are partly or completely embedded in the lipid bilayer. इसका मीनिंग क्या है? ये जो इंटीग्रल प्रोटीन्स है, हमने कहा कि इंटीग्रल प्रोटीन एक तो पार्टली हो, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज अ प्रोटीन मॉलिक्यूल which is embedded in the lipid bilayer, but it is not going up to whole of the layer. Okay, it is going partly inside. So such type of protein which is going partly inside is also a integral protein. So it is integral protein which is partly embedded. Okay, and there are another type of protein which can be completely embedded in the lipid bilayer. So let's draw another protein which will get completely embedded inside the lipid bilayer, just like this. Okay, so this is a protein which is going through and through of the membrane. एक कॉर्नर से लेके तो दूसरे कॉर्नर तक, आउटर लेयर से लेके तो इनर लेयर तक, ये पूरा का पूरा अंदर है लिपिड बाइलेयर के। अब नेचुरली ये पूरा का पूरा अंदर है तो इसको निकालने में तकलीफ जाएगी, So this is the integral protein which is completely embedded in the lipid bilayer. Are you clear for this thing? Okay. Yes. So when such type of proteins which are growing inside the cell membrane, these proteins will form a passage. So this protein which are going completely inside, this protein will form a passage through which any molecule can enter from outside to inside. These protein will form a passage, or they will form a channel, or they will form a tunnel which can be used by some molecules to get transported from outside to inside. The molecules which are not permitted to go from this direction or from this direction can easily go from the passage created by these special proteins. So these proteins which are creating a tunnel or passage is called as tunnel proteins. Okay, they will form channels on plasma membrane. Using that channel, a selective permeable nature of plasma membrane can be proved. Clear? So this is a fluid mosaic model. Now in this model, the protein part of the model will also have the mobility. What we have learned previously, we have learned that lipid molecules will have two types of movement. One is transition movement, movement between the same layer, and one is flip-flop movement, movement in different layer. But additionally, protein molecule can also have the movement in the fluid mosaic model. This is the main MCQ which comes on fluid mosaic model. Protein molecule will have lateral movement in the fluid mosaic model. According to the fluid mosaic model, the protein molecules will have lateral movement. Lateral movement कैसी होगी? तो सपोज करो कि ये जो है ये एक लिपिड बाइलेयर है और ये दूसरी लिपिड बाइलेयर है. These are the protein which are going through and through the cell membrane. Clear? Now if we put this lipid bilayer together, then we are having these proteins which are going through and through of the membrane. Now whenever the membrane will move, this protein can slide like this. So they are actually sliding in a lateral position. Such type of movement is called as lateral movement of protein. Do remember the MCQ कि the protein molecule will have which type of movement? They will have lateral movement according to fluid mosaic model. But lipid molecule will have transition movement, movement in the same layer, or a flip-flop movement, that is movement in the different layer. We will come across these types of movement whenever we learn a chapter photosynthesis or respiration, in which we will see the electron transport chain, and that time there are some molecule which will move from one place to another place carrying the electron or carrying the hydrogen. जब हम फोटोसिंथेसिस और रेस्पिरेशन नाम के चैप्टर सीखेंगे तो ये सारी मूवमेंट हमको वहाँ पे काम में आएंगी, क्योंकि वहाँ हम सीखेंगे कि वहाँ कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स है जो एक लेयर से दूसरे लेयर तक इलेक्ट्रॉन या तो फिर हाइड्रोजन को कैरी करके ले जाते हैं. उस टाइम हमें इस इंफॉर्मेशन की बहुत हेल्प होने वाली है. सो डू रिमेंबर ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन, विल इनकाउंटर दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इन द फर्दर चैप्टर्स. देन लेट्स ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट कि fluid mosaic model is a widely accepted model, but how it is explaining the properties of plasma membrane. प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन की जो सारी प्रॉपर्टीज है वो फ्लूइड मोजाइक मॉडल अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन कर सकता है कि नहीं कर सकता. लेट्स ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट. ओके, सो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन की पहली प्रॉपर्टी है सिलेक्टिव परमिएबिलिटी. The first property is selective permeability. How the fluid mosaic model will explain the selective permeability. See, जो भी मॉलिक्यूल हमें सेल के अंदर ले जाना है, उसे अगर सेल के अंदर जाने की जरूरत होगी तो ही वो जाएगा। इस फेनोमेनॉन को हम सिलेक्टिव परमिएबिलिटी कहते हैं। सी स्टूडेंट्स का ऐसा भी बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है कि सर कहीं कहीं पे सिलेक्टिव परमिएबिलिटी लिखा है, कहीं कहीं पे सेमी परमिएबल लिखा है। सो डू रिमेंबर वन बेसिक थिंग, whenever the cell is living, okay, the membrane is said to be selectively permeable because it is a dynamic structure and it is having that power कि किसको अंदर ले जाना है और किसको नहीं ले जाना। Clear? So whenever the cell is living cell, okay, in the living system, the membrane will behave as selectively permeable. But if the cell is dead or if you remove the membrane by destroying the cell, हमने सिर्फ सेल की मेम्ब्रेन को सेपरेट कर लिया और सेल को मार डाला, तो फिर जो मेम्ब्रेन प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन बचेगी वो मेम्ब्रेन सेमी परमिएबल बचेगी। क्लियर? एंड दैट्स व्हाई इन सम बुक्स इट हैज रिटन एज सिलेक्टिवली परमिएबल and in some books it is written as semi-permeable. You are clear for this thing now? Okay. Whenever the cell is living, the membrane is selectively permeable, or whenever the membrane is only present, there is no cell, only membrane is there, then the membrane will act as semi-permeable. One more MCQ. Origin of cell membrane. So cell membrane is always originate D neo. Okay. Yes, most important MCQ. Origin of cell membrane. So always D neo. हमेशा नई बनाई जाएगी, किसी भी पुराने कंपोनेंट्स का यूज नहीं किया जाएगा। हमने पिछले लेक्चर में देखा था कि सेल वॉल बनाने के लिए हम गोल्जी एपरेटस के फ्रैगमेंट्स का यूज करते हैं, लेकिन सेल मेम्ब्रेन बनाने के लिए किसी भी पुरानी चीज की जरूरत नहीं है। हमेशा सेल मेम्ब्रेन, जितने भी कंपोनेंट्स लगेंगे सेल मेम्ब्रेन बनाने के लिए, लिपिड्स, प्रोटीन, सारे के सारे नए बनाए जाएंगे। क्लियर? सो द सेल मेम्ब्रेन इज ऑलवेज ओरिजिनेटेड डी न्यू, वो किसी की भी ली नहीं जाती, हमेशा नई बनाई जाती है। कमिंग बैक टू द लेक्चर, सिलेक्टिव परमिएबिलिटी, ये नेचर हम फ्लूइड मोजाइक मॉडल से कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। सी, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर अ मॉलिक्यूल विच इज न्यूट्रल टू गो इनसाइड द सेल मेम्ब्रेन। जो भी मॉलिक्यूल न्यूट्रल है, लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल कि दिस इज अ मॉलिक्यूल विच इज अ न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल, so it can easily cross the cell membrane. As this molecule is neutral, it can go from outside to inside. Clear? But problem arises when the molecule is charged molecule. If the molecule is having some type of charge, let's say for example this is a molecule and at present this molecule is very sad. Why he is sad? Because he is having the charge and the plasma membrane is not allowing this molecule to go inside. If this molecule is a charged molecule, then the plasma membrane will not allow the molecule to go inside. Clear? That means it is a selective nature of plasma membrane. But by using the tunnel of protein, this molecule can go inside, and that's explain the selective permeability nature of plasma membrane. Lipid soluble molecule and water soluble molecule. Lipid soluble molecule will not have any problem to go inside. If a molecule is lipid soluble, they are always happy because lipid soluble molecule can easily cross plasma membrane. Clear? So this part is lipid, so this molecule is soluble in lipid, so it can easily cross the plasma membrane. But if a water soluble molecule wants to cross the plasma membrane, so this is a molecule which is water soluble and he is sad. Why he is sad? Because this plasma membrane will not allow the molecule to go inside. Who will, कौन रोकेगा उसको? वाटर सोल्यूबल मॉलिक्यूल को कौन रोकेगा? देखो जैसे ही वाटर सोल्यूबल मॉलिक्यूल वांट्स टू क्रॉस दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट, ये यहां तक तो आ जाएगा, बट दिस पोर्शन ऑफ प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज हाइड्रोफोबिक एंड molecule is water soluble, so these fatty acid chain will put a leg here and they will not allow this molecule to go inside. So the maximum resistance to water soluble molecule and the charged molecule is given by the hydrophobic region of the cell membrane. So this particular region, this tail portion of the chain, this portion will provide maximum resistance to water soluble molecule. This portion will not allow the water soluble molecule to go inside. Are you clear for this thing? That's how the fluid mosaic model will explain the first property of plasma membrane, that is selective permeability. Now the next property of plasma membrane is variable ratio of lipids and protein. See, in both the previous models, that is sandwich model and unit membrane model, the proportion of protein and lipid was fixed. Clear? But according to fluid mosaic model, as this lipid is having movement and proteins are also having the lateral movement, the lipid molecule can change their position. So while changing the position, if suppose we take the example of this particular piece of plasma membrane, then here there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 molecules of lipids. Clear? And here are 1 2 3 molecules of proteins. So in this segment the protein and lipid ratio is 6/3. But suppose करो कि ये जो मॉलिक्यूल है, मॉलिक्यूल A B C D और ये मॉलिक्यूल E. Now suppose this molecule D has changed the position with molecule A. इनमें ट्रांजिशन मूवमेंट होने वाली है. अगर ट्रांजिशन मूवमेंट हुई तो एट दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट जहां पे D ने भी अपनी जगह छोड़ी है और A ने भी अपनी जगह छोड़ी है, अब तक A D की जगह पे नहीं पहुंचा और D A की जगह पे नहीं पहुंचा. एट दिस पॉइंट इफ यू टेक अ रेशियो, देन द रेशियो विल कम समथिंग डिफरेंट. Clear for this thing? Okay, so that's how a protein and lipid ratio will also change in the fluid mosaic model, and that explains the variable ratio of lipids and proteins in the fluid mosaic model. So it explains the second property also. Now the third property of plasma membrane is dynamic nature, that is movement. Both the previous model, according to both the previous model, the fluid plasma membrane is a rigid structure. But according to the fluid mosaic model, as the lipid and proteins are having movements, this gives the dynamic nature to plasma membrane. So in that way it will explain all the three properties of plasma membrane, and that's why fluid mosaic model is the widely accepted model, and we are still using the same model for understanding each and every property of cell membrane. One additional thing what we have to remember about fluid mosaic model, we have seen that in fluid mosaic model the lipid will constitute 40% and protein will constitute 52%. Now the remaining 8% are the carbohydrate portion which is attached either to a protein or a lipid. हमने देखा कि पूरे फ्लूइड मोजाइक मॉडल में जितना भी सेल मेम्ब्रेन का कंपोजिशन है उसमें से लिपिड 40% रहते हैं और प्रोटीन 52% रहते हैं. अब जो बचे हुए 8% है वो रहते हैं कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. सो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स will form 8%, okay, they can be either attached to proteins. कार्बोहाइड्रेट किससे अटैच हो सकते हैं? प्रोटीन से. लेकिन अगर कार्बोहाइड्रेट प्रोटीन से अटैच हो गए, let's say for example this is a carbohydrate which is attached to protein, then in that particular case they will form glycoproteins. Okay, and if the carbohydrate is getting attached to the lipid molecule, let's say example this is a lipid molecule and this is a carbohydrate which is attached to the lipid molecule, then in that case they are called as glycolipids. So carbohydrate means glyco. If they are attached with protein molecule, then they are called as glycoproteins, and if carbohydrate are attached with lipid molecule, then they are called as glycolipids. These glycolipids or glycoproteins will act as a surface receptor in case of plasma membrane. So this is a very important point to remember कि glycoproteins and glycolipids are the surface receptors which are present on the plasma membrane, and they are formed by the combination of carbohydrate with proteins. Then in that case they are glycoproteins, or their carbohydrate combination with lipid, in that case they are called as glycolipids. So this is all about the fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. Now from the next lecture we'll try to see the cell organelles. Thank you.